dive into the thrilling parallels between ReZero and Groyper War 2? I'm your host, Mitsuri, and today I'm taking you on a journey through epic battles, shocking betrayals, and moments of unyielding perseverance as we explore how Nick Fuentes mirrors Subaru in his fight for America First. Get ready for an exciting breakdown of the top 10 comparisons between these two worlds. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Number 10. Nick Fuentes is like Subaru. In ReZero, Subaru constantly faces overwhelming challenges, but he never gives up. Just like Subaru, Nick Fuentes is facing an uphill battle in Groyper War 2, with relentless opposition from the establishment and moderates trying to steer Trump away from the America First path. But Nick, like Subaru, has that same fighting spirit. No matter how many times they try to knock him down, he gets back up and continues the mission. Nick's perseverance and Subaru's unyielding willpower are a perfect match. Both are underdogs, yet they have the inner strength and determination to keep moving forward, no matter how tough things get. Nick, leading the Groypers through Groyper War 2, is the Subaru of our movement, fighting tirelessly to save what he loves. Number 9. We have to save him! Just as Subaru is willing to go through hell and back to save Amelia in ReZero, Nick Fuentes sees Trump as someone who needs to be saved from the corrupting influences of his campaign managers like Susie Wiles and Chris Latsivita. Trump, like Amelia, is a central figure who's lost his way, being pulled away from the America First ideals that made him a political force in 2016. And it's up to Nick, like Subaru, to bring Trump back to his former glory. Groyper War 2 is like Subaru's quest to rescue Amelia from danger. Nick, through the Michigan operation and other protests, is rallying the Groypers to step in and save Trump from the moderate influences that are steering him off course. Just like how Subaru refuses to give up on Amelia, Nick refuses to give up on Trump, knowing that his success is key to saving the America First movement. Number 8. Groyper War 2 is epic just like ReZero. If there's one thing ReZero is known for, it's how epic the story gets, filled with action, emotion, and dramatic twists. Well, Groyper War 2 is nothing short of epic either. Led by Nick Fuentes, this movement is a battle against the establishment, a fight to save Trump's campaign, and a war to restore America First principles. The Michigan operation, where Groypers will protest Trump in a key swing state, is just one epic part of this bigger struggle. Both ReZero and Groyper War 2 are intense, unpredictable, and full of stakes that will determine the future. Whether it's battling witches or confronting the political elite, these fights are larger than life. Nick Fuentes, much like Subaru, is at the center of this epic story, leading us through one of the most dramatic battles in American politics. Number 7. Nick Fuentes is extremely smart. Subaru and ReZero may not have physical power, but his intelligence and cleverness help him outsmart enemies and find solutions to impossible problems. In Groyper War 2, Nick Fuentes is the brains behind the movement. His sharp mind and strategic thinking make him one of the most powerful forces fighting for America First. Whether it's organizing protests like the Michigan operation or using Trump's own words to hold him accountable, Nick's intelligence is the driving force behind the success of Groyper War 2. Nick sees the bigger picture and understands how to manipulate the political landscape, much like Subaru manipulates events in ReZero. Nick's strategic brilliance is what keeps the Groypers focused and prepared to fight. And it's why he's leading the charge to reclaim the movement and push Trump back to his roots. Number 6. Even though we face hardships, there are moments of laughter. ReZero may be a show filled with dramatic twists and life-or-death battles, but there are still lighthearted moments where Subaru's humor and charm shine through. In Groyper War 2, Nick Fuentes brings a similar balance to the battlefield. Despite the serious mission, Nick's live streams are filled with moments of levity, especially when he reacts to super chats and banters with his audience. While Nick takes the mission seriously, he knows how to keep the Groypers engaged and entertained. Whether he's talking about the state of Groyper War 2 or sharing a funny story, Nick understands that humor is essential to keeping morale high. Even though the stakes are enormous, there's always room for a laugh, making Groyper War 2 both intense and fun, just like ReZero. Number 5. Led by Jesus Christ. Just like Subaru has a higher purpose guiding him, Nick Fuentes is openly led by his Christian faith in Groyper War 2. Nick's mission isn't just political, it's spiritual. He's driven by the desire to restore Christian values in America, which makes his fight against AIPAC and the establishment that much more meaningful. Nick, like a Christian warrior, sees himself as carrying out God's will in this fight. Groyper War 2 isn't just about saving Trump's campaign, it's about restoring faith, family, and nation. Led by Jesus Christ, Nick's mission is divinely inspired, just like Subaru's destiny to protect what he loves. Number 4. If you want to go to heaven, partake in Groyper War 2. Groyper War 2 isn't just a political movement, it's a moral one. If you want to do good in this world and follow the path that God has set for you, then you need to partake in Groyper War 2. By fighting to take down AIPAC's influence and demanding Trump return to his America First roots, you're doing God's work. After all, God wants us to stand up for what's right, and this battle is about restoring Christian values to America. Nick Fuentes understands that the fight isn't just here on Earth, it's also about your soul. If you want to be on the side of good and earn your place in heaven, then supporting Groyper War 2 is the way to go. The Michigan operation is just one step in this fight, and God surely wants us to stand up against the forces corrupting our politics. Number 3. Nick isn't alone. Subaru never fought alone in ReZero. He had powerful allies who helped him in his quest to save Amelia. Similarly, Nick Fuentes has a strong team of allies fighting alongside him in Groyper War 2. From Alex Jones to Jerka to Sneeko, Nick isn't taking on the establishment by himself. These figures help amplify the message, spread the truth, and support Nick's mission to restore America First principles. These allies aren't just followers, they're warriors in their own right, standing shoulder to shoulder with Nick as they take on the political and media establishment. Like Subaru and his companions, Nick knows that having strong, dedicated friends at your side is essential to winning the war. Number 2. Good always triumphs over evil. In ReZero, no matter how many times Subaru is knocked down, he always gets back up and eventually triumphs over evil. In Groyper War 2, the same is true for Nick Fuentes. No matter how many obstacles the establishment throws in his path, Nick is destined to win. Why? Because good always triumphs over evil. Nick's fight for Christian values, America First, and freedom is a righteous battle, and in the end, righteousness will always come out on top. Nick's belief in the justice of his cause fuels his fight, and just like Subaru, he knows that the end result will be victory. Groyper War 2 is about restoring the good and defeating the corrupting forces of the establishment, and Nick's leadership will ensure that the movement emerges victorious. Number 1. Action-packed and extremely entertaining. Just like ReZero keeps viewers on the edge of their seats with intense battles, twists, and high-stakes drama, Groyper War 2 is packed with excitement and action. The Michigan operation, where Groypers will protest Trump and demand that he returns to his right-wing roots, is just one of the many high-energy moments in this political battle. With Nick Fuentes leading the charge, Groyper War 2 is nothing short of a thrilling ride. From live streams to real-world protests, Groyper War 2 keeps Groypers engaged and entertained while staying focused on the mission. Just like ReZero, it's filled with suspense, tension, and moments of triumph. Nick Fuentes ensures that the fight for America First is both serious and entertaining, making Groyper War 2 an action-packed journey from start to finish. And there you have it, folks! Our top 10 comparisons between ReZero and Groyper War 2. From Nick Fuentes' unstoppable perseverance to navigating complex alliances, it's clear that the battle for America First has some striking parallels with Subaru's journey. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride, and remember, just like Subaru, we Groypers never give up. Stay tuned for more, and keep fighting the good fight.